Welcome back to Marvel Zombies XMen Resistance. I've got an oversight to tell you about. Yes, I've done it a couple of times in this playthrough. It's been detrimental to our heroes, so it's not like I've been cheating for them. It's working against them. When you do an attack in a zone, yes, there's a target priority. We had Wolverine smoked, what was his name? Juggernaut. Took out Juggernaut and actually did 6 hits. And Juggernaut only needed 4 to take out. The other 2 hits go to the next enemy in the zone in target priority. So he would have actually knocked out one of the brutes as well. I just had him straight up attack Juggernaut, and that was it. So any excess damage that your hero does goes to the next target priority enemy in the zone that you were attacking. Alright, got that kind of cleared up. I did it, I think, twice, maybe 3 times already. Got to remember to do the splash over damage onto other enemies. Alright, that was in the comments a couple of times as well. One thing I'm going to correct as well. I think I missed one turn or one action for Storm, so I'm going to give her a power up for 2 power. I'm pretty sure I missed an action. I reviewed the video and it's like, wait a second, Anyway, she's supposed to have 4 actions. I think she took 3. She had the chain lightning, which was a free attack. She got to push people away, free attack, so there were a couple of free things. She only did 3 actions. She gets 1 more action. She's at 2 power. Okay, and to put everything in perspective, we've got Colossus here. He's got 0 power, but he's fully healed. He's got 3 health. We have Storm sitting at 2 power, I just mentioned. She has 1 wound on her, so she's got 2 health. We got Wolverine. He has that 0 power, but he's got 2 wounds. He only has 1 health left, and that gives him a +2 on every die roll and attacks, which is nasty, which is good for the heroes, but he only has 1 health left. We've got to be careful. Rogue likewise has 1 health left. She's way up here, and she's at 0 power. So there we go. All right, let's begin. I think what we need to focus on now is we have to get up that elevator. We got to get up to the 2nd floor. We got to take out Dark Phoenix Zombie and Psylocke Zombie to win the scenario. We've rescued all the bystanders. We have 10 walkers here, 4 brutes, a couple runners. Let's zoom down here. I think we're gonna, let's start with Colossus. We're gonna start with him. He's right here. So he's gonna gain a power. He's at 1 power. He's gonna go to 2 power. And then we'll zoom in and have him take his actions. I didn't really zoom in much, but he's just going to go 1, 2, 3 into the zone with the 2 runners. And for his 4th action, his final action, everyone's in the orange zone too, and they got special abilities now. He is going to spend 1 of his 2 power. That's going to allow him to roll 3 dice because his attack is 2 dice hitting on a 3+. So he will have 3 dice hitting on a 3+. Let's see if he can take those 2 runners up. Come on, Colossus. Oh god, 3 hits. Yes, he's a crushing machine. So the 2 runners are turned into paste by Colossus' crushing hits. Alright, that was the end of Colossus very quickly. Over we go now. We either got Wolverine, we got Storm, we got Rogue way up. Let's readjust the camera. I think we're going to have Rogue going next. Alright, so like I said, once again, we all want to get into this elevator, get up to the next floor. We're not going to be able to do it in this episode because, well, we just can't get there. We don't have enough actions. Rogue is going to be very simple. It's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I forgot to give her power at the beginning. So she goes from 0 to 1 power. She used all 4 actions to join Colossus over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And that's it. That's the end of Rogue's turn. Very super quickly. Up next, let's have, and Rogue has Guardian as well, as a heroic trait. So discard when enemies move into a zone within 2 range containing a bystander or superhero, move into that zone ignoring enemies. So probably not going to have to use that. Alright, let's go with, I guess we got Wolverine and we got Storm to go. What do we want to do with Storm? She could probably take out some of the walkers way down here. Do we want to bother doing that? I think she might take out some of the walkers. So she goes from 2 power to 3 at the beginning of her turn. Let's readjust the camera and have Storm take a turn. I don't know, maybe this is a bit crazy, but we're going to have Storm's first action is to move here. She's got Chain Lightning. She has 3 power, and with 3 power, she's going to take 2 power. So she's going to spend 2 power. So for her second action, she's going to attack this horde of walkers. And so that's going to add 2 dice to her attack, which means instead of having 2 dice attacking on a 3+, she's going to have 4 dice attacking on a 3+. So 4 dice attacking on a 3+. Let's see what she can get. And she ends up getting 3 sixes. So she gets 3 hits. She knocks out 3 walkers, giving her 3 experience from 25 up to 28. Remember, we clicked to the red zone at 43. Now she's going to use her Chain Lightning ability. Chain Lightning. Once during your turn after attacking with Lightning Bolt, you may perform a free lightning attack using the same number of dice as the initial attack. So, once again, she's going to use Chain Lightning, 4 dice into that horde of walkers, hitting on a 3+. And this time, her Chain Lightning, wow, only does 1 hit. So that's it. One more. So she goes from 28 to 29. Okay, well, whittled the 10 walkers down to 6. She has 2 actions remaining. So it was 1 to move, 1 for an attack, 0 for Chain Lightning. She's got 2 actions remaining. She's going to, I was to readjust the camera. I think she's just going to move. Like I said, we eventually all want to get into this elevator. So she's just going to go 1 and 2 and join Colossus and Rogue. There we go. Everyone's there. That's the end of Storm's turn. And up last, we have Wolverine, who has 2 damage. He's hurting. And I think we're just going to have him boogie right over to the elevator. He has no heroic traits. Oh, he gets 1 power. He's at 0. He goes to 1 power. Gotta remember that. At the beginning of their turn, they get a power. Okay, so he's just going to go 1, 2, 3. He's in the elevator, but he's not going to go anywhere from there. He has 1 action remaining. So he's going to grab himself a heroic trait for his final action. And that would be Courageous. Discard during your turn to spend any amount of power. Heal the same amount of wounds. Oh, I wish Rogue would have got that. Okay, well that's for Wolverine. So Wolverine can heal his wounds, but you know what? It's beneficial for him to have wounds because for every wound he has, he gets +1 on his dice for attacking. And he also, because he has this bystander, let's not forget that, each time you draw a heroic trait, gain a power. So Wolverine goes from 1 to 2 power. Alright, so bottom line is we got Rogue at 1 power. Rogue, Colossus, Storm altogether. We've got Storm, 1 power. Colossus, 1 power. Wolverine, 2 power. We want to get ready to go up the elevator. And that's going to be the end of our heroes' actions and turns. And so that means coming up right now, we are going to have all zombies on the board move. We got 6 walkers and we have 4 brutes. Alright, first up is the 6 walkers, and they are just going to shamble their way right here. Better than 10 walkers, I think. 6 is still a lot. Alright, that was movement 1. The only... Oh, we do have 2 other walkers also over in the building where Colossus was. So let's do that, and then the 4 brutes. Alright, the rest of the actions here, these walkers are going to all try and get through this door, so the 2 of them will shamble there, and then we have the brutes moving here. Alright, that is the end of movement for all the zombies that are left on the board. Now it's time to spawn. We have 2 spawn points, so let's go to spawn point 1 and see what happens. Alright, spawn point 1 is down here and off the deck. What do we get on spawn point 1? Everyone's in the orange zone. We get all runners. Extra activation. 1 extra activation for all runners. We don't have any. We killed them all. They're all off the board. Oh man. Okay. Ooh. That was the one we were dreading a couple episodes ago, but we dodged it. It came out now. So nothing happens. There are no runners. So that is the end of that. Let's go over to spawn point number 2. Alright, on the second spawn point here on this level, what do we get? We get orange zone, 8 walkers. Okay, we took some out and 8 more show up. Let me just shut off the camera. I'll get out the 8 walkers and put them down here. Alright, all zombies have been placed on the board, and so that's going to end off our episode for today. I know it's pretty quick, but we had a couple of characters who did just about nothing but move, so that's okay. We're still kicking, we're still alive. We do have Rogue and Wolverine down to 1 hit point, but we picked up that courageous heroic trait for Wolverine. He can heal, but you know what? I don't want him to. I think what we're going to try to do next episode, we're going to try and get everyone in the elevator, get everyone fully powered, and then the episode after that, I think we're going to pop up to the 2nd level and see if we can double team and take out Psylocke and Dark Phoenix in a single rush. Possibly. I want to check out, let me double check on Colossus Fastball. Once during your turn, you may spend a power and move one other superhero up to, in your zone, up to 2 zones. Oh, yeah. Yes, 2 zones. That is perfect. All right, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, likes, dislikes. Any participation really helps my channel. I appreciate it. This is Marvel Zombies XMen Resistance. We're doing the 3rd mission, Search and Rescue. We've rescued all the bystanders we need to for this scenario. We have to go upstairs and take out Zombie Psylocke and Zombie Dark Phoenix to win the scenario. We've got a couple characters hanging by a thread, but I don't know. I have high hopes. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation.